Hello viewers, this is Ola on Sunny Channel, reaching you live from London. And this is my lovely co-host,
Yes.
Yemi. I mean, see how glittering she looks. And this is our Lover's Corner. You know, it's a corner that you cannot miss. Every day we have something unique for you, something juicy.
That's true.
For lovers, for couples, for your relationship. And today, as you subscribe to our channel and watch all the goodies that we're passing across to you, we got something unique in Lover's Corner for you today. And that's about
how to attract the right man.
The right man, or
How
Mr. Right.
How to get Mr. Right.
Mr. Right.
When
you're in your 30s.
When you're in your 30s.
Yes.
Yes. Hello, this is Yemi, and welcome back to our channel.
Yeah.
Hello, welcome back to our channel.
Welcome back.
Partner
Ola.
So this is another channel. This is another topic of Lover's Quiz, and welcome back to our corner. And today, yes, like Ola rightfully said, is about how to get the right man, how to get the right partner when you're in your 30s. How to get the right man.
Yeah.
This is for women, really. How to get the right man.
One Mr. Right.
Yeah, how to get Mr. Right when you're in your 30s. I mean, at the age of 30, when you're in your 30s, I mean, to be honest, this is a very kind of delicate age for women.
Oh, yeah.
It's not an age where you will start saying, oh, you know,
very choosy or
selective.
What age you want to marry?
This at this age is very delicate for women. It's not an age you start saying you want to start being chosen. No, it's more like this age is the age whereby you're getting off the shelf. You're not moving on the shelf, really.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe kind of getting, I don't want to say sell by date. I don't want to put it like that.
Sell by date, but time is ticking already, you know.
No, we don't want to
it's
say
a
sell
time
by
that
date.
you cannot waste time.
Yeah.
And that's the time you must not waste time. You should know that this is a time you have to make it or break it, you know. So
So at this stage, women, we have to make sure, when at that age, we have to first look into age. Is not shouldn't
be a barrier.
Age shouldn't be a barrier.
That's right.
And when we're talking of age shouldn't be a barrier, we should be open to who we date at that age.
That's right.
We should try and make things easier for ourselves. Be open to who you date.
That's right.
Don't make age a barrier. Don't make it a factor. Don't say I want younger person, or I don't like young men, or I don't like young men because they're not matured enough, or I like older men. When you're in your 30s, that's not the time you choose all these things.
That's right.
It's more like being in the shop and like when you start reducing the expense. What do you call that?
Reduce to clear age, you know.
I'm sorry to say.
No disrespect, guys. No disrespect, ladies.
It's like just reduce to clear stage. So that stage. It's not like, oh, I don't like that. Oh, I want this one. Oh, I don't like that one. No, put that down. Just stop. That's not gonna work.
Drop that.
You understand? So the next thing is also what I like to women. You have to remember that. Don't start looking for education. Is he educated? I want a man that's educated. I want a man that has PhD, or I want a man that has a medical doctor. I want a lawyer. No, and in your 30s,
In your 30s.
I mean, really.
Stay long until you expire.
That's way too long.
Extreme,
yeah, if you start waiting for that, you're not gonna get. You understand, Mr. Lawyer, Mr. Doctor, all those ones have been taken. Exactly. I'm not saying you can't get. I mean, you might be.
They might even be player themselves.
They might say you can't get because some of them they study till they're in their gray hair. But at the same time, I mean, before you even get that one, let's don't deceive ourselves. Forget about education. As long as the man can bring you income, and you are bringing income, they are both bringing income. You understand? Don't worry about his education. Any job is okay. You might not even be educated and be a good husband.
That's right.
But you also be a great provider.
And that's it. Because when you talk to Mr. Right, you want a good husband.
Yeah, and a great provider for you as well.
You
understand? Somebody can be a business or a trader and still be providing a very wonderful husband.
Of course,
he can be a trader. He can be a mechanic, can be a great provider. He can be a carpenter and still be a great provider. You understand? So you can be a bus driver and still be awesome.
That's right.
So you don't start saying making choices. I mean, we're talking of your 30s now.
That's right.
You understand? The choices are slim. What choice are you waiting for?
Exactly.
So
exactly.
the more choice you're trying to make choice, you'll be going into that, middle age, and you're already even getting to middle age. So it's not about getting into middle age.
And even after your marriage and everything, man can start education if he wants to get educated at any time. So you never know. So the main thing is for you to be happy and be settled. So don't let that be your barrier at all. No. Go for it. Once you know it sounds right, just follow the flow.
Yeah, that's true. So like Ola rightly said, just to go for it. Don't really start wasting time. Go for the right person. Another one is like, I would say, is time. And time, I'm trying to discuss that you women, in talking about time, is that there's no much time
you're reaching your menopause already.
Waste.
That time is taken, and you want to have a baby and stuff. That is no more on your side when you're in your 30s, and that's for fact. Even some start menopause at the earliest stage, and that might be it if you really want to have a baby. So time is not really on your side, so you can't be too choosy or too fussy.
That's true.
At that stage, you should know what you're doing. You want to get married? Go for it.
That's true. So at the age of time for women, we have to understand time is women. Time is not on our side.
Exactly.
I'm not gonna lie. Women, time is not on our side. Women are just like a war clock. Time is ticking fast every day, every second. Exactly. Time is just ticking.
Exactly.
Understand? So time is not really on a woman's side. By the time they're in their teens, I want to look older. By the time they look older, they want to look younger.
Exactly.
So they don't even know what they want.
But
so when you're in your 30s, believe me, the time is no more on your side. So don't start saying, let's take it slowly. When you even miss somebody, don't start saying you want to take it slowly, or let's wait till a year, or let's wait for the right time, or don't let us run too fast, or don't let us rush into things. You're in your 30s, for God's sake. What are you rushing into? What are you not rushing into?
So all the good guys that's a potential husband, potential Mr. Right, you said no to them because you think, you still want to push it until you finish your PhD or what have you.
No, what I'm just trying to say is that even if they find a man that's talking to them and they will start saying, let's take it slowly. No, let's take it slowly. Don't let us rush into things. What age are you not rushing into things? You understand what I'm saying?
Drop the baby, then every other thing follows suit. You let the baby start growing. Do you want to start to push prime when you're in your 50s or 60s and 70s?
Have you?
Nah, Dad.
So let's take it easy, okay? Another one is another one where we women we have to also be careful of is that at that age, you understand, yes, what I would so like you to do is status, is marital status. Because at certain age, when you're in your 30s, men you find at that age, most older men you find at that age, most of them can be either married men or divorcee.
That's right,
or even if it's maybe married men or divorcee or single dad or something like that, or maybe he had kids before but he's not married, but at the same time you want to know his status, you want to know his marital status. If he's single or if he's divorced, or even if he's divorced, what was it
a widower?
If it's a widower, if he tell you, ask, why did they divorce? It's good to know. Why did you divorce? If you say they died, what's the cause? All those things, because you want to go. There's no time to waste. Ask for all these things. Ask. Even if it's dating online.
Be realistic, because if he's being single, it's out of his own doings. Or out of some dodgy dealings. Because
maybe. Not all the time. Maybe.
So be careful, because we're talking of having Mr. Right here. So in as much as you're desperate and everything to get a man, you have to know what really happened when they divorced.
You want to know.
Did he cheat on someone? But do it in a very subtle way, as if you care, because you want to know the person.
That's true. Another one is that when you're dating at that age and you're in your 30s, you have to also be careful. I'm not saying be careful because, you're in your 30s already. So, what you should ask and what you should try and find out from the man if he has children. Understand? I'm not saying you can't date men with children, but who's going to be, most men will not be single at that age. Some will have had kids, some will lie to you, but try and find out if he has children.
Yes, sir.
And also, another thing I was like, if you want kids, don't go and date a man that doesn't want kids. I'm thinking,
right.
I will change him.
It's true, because some of them are just looking for babysitter for their own child.
Don't start thinking I will change his mind along the way.
Yeah.
No. If you want kids, make sure you date a man too that want kids. Or
That's
if
right.
he has kids, you understand, and that's what you want. So by you asking him, he will let you know. And if you have kids already, you can have kids and still be single.
Of course.
You understand? So we're still talking about single,
in your 30s.
Single and your 30s. That doesn't mean you've not had kids before.
Need your Mr. Right in that 30. Because
That
you might be going out with Mr. Wrong before. Now you're looking for Mr. Right.
Isn't it? So you have to also look at, is it that easy? If he has, if you have kids, also let him know. And maybe the two of you kids can come together. And even if you don't want to have children anymore, the two of you can raise the children you have from your previous relationship.
Exactly.
But if you really want kids at that stage, let him know instantly. And if you want kids as well, start as early as possible. There's no time to waste.
Exactly.
Because, well, like I said, time is never a woman's place.
That's right.
Women, time is always our issue, and we are always like chasing after that time. You really want to, and time is not really a woman on women's side. For women, time ticks too fast.
It ticks fast. It ticks
too fast.
It ticks fast. You never know. Women
get older than men fast.
That's right, yeah.
So
a lot of things that happens in the women with the cycle and everything.
Even looks,
and also and the looks
body
and the
change.
body changes and all that.
And you have kids,
exactly. So you want him to still be attracted to you.
Seriously.
After having baby and stuff like that. So you have to quickly know what you're doing.
Seriously.
This is time that you're not messing about. Put it straight. Let him know if you want babies and you don't want baby. If you want baby and you don't want baby, clarify that at that very initial stage, so that you know if it's Mr. Right or Mr. Wrong. Don't just assume that it will figure it out. No, at that stage, you're in your 30s. You should be wise enough to know what you want and clarify the ground.
That's true, and you should be nice. And another message to women: you should also realize that when you are at this stage in your 30s, please, let's be real here. When you're days of your 30s, don't start saying, doing this, my money, your money. You understand?
Yeah.
Money, yes, is important in relationship.
Yeah, that's right.
Money is I'm not saying, yes, you need money to make a better relationship.
Yeah.
In every situation, yes, we need money. I'm not saying it's money that bring love, but at the same time, it makes it work as well easy. So we have to also look at finances. At the same time, you have to make sure, it's bringing in something, it's bringing in money, it's got a job, and you have your own job. So don't rely on him for.
Yeah, don't paint the picture of being a gold digger.
No, thank you.
That can put him off.
Don't want to put a woman. Don't be a woman that's a gold digger. Like Ola said. Don't be a gold digger.
And don't paint that picture. You take you to a restaurant for the first time. Don't start ordering for lobsters and the most expensive stuff in there, or the champagne and everything. Can you even afford that yourself?
Believe me, he's going to run away.
You
might not see him again.
Yeah, that's the thing. I say, okay, see you tomorrow. That's it. He will change his number.
Yes.
So you're looking for Mr. Right.
When are we saying? I'll give you a call.
Don't empty his spots in the first date.
So please,
don't be too demanding.
Try and have your own money. And yes, let him have his own money. At the same time, even if you go on a day anybody can pay, don't rely and make yourself look like you're looking for a gold digger. Don't make yourself look like that, because a man will be scared.
Of course,
you understand?
Course,
you can even pay for the dinner. It doesn't matter.
That's right.
You can even sometimes bring him a present as well. It doesn't matter. Make it look like you are in this together to make it work, and you are not there for financial gain. Oh, please, men don't like that. They begin to start thinking fast and taking the next available exit. Oh no, and you don't want to go back on the shelf either. So you don't want to go back. Oh yeah, already on the shelf. Oh yeah, you're not even on the shelf. You go back on the. You don't want to stay on the shelf.
Even now, I'm staying on the shelf too long. I'm just like Yemi rightly put it. That time is already ticking. You know what you want. But don't do things that will scare him off.
That's true.
That's the thing. You don't do things that will scare him off. You want the relationship to last.
Seriously. And then you have to understand when trying to date in this situation when we're 30s. I mean, yes, you've waited this while. I know it's a journey for you to have got to your 30s and still be single. It's that been a journey. And there must have been reasons. Maybe somebody has jailed you or left you, or something didn't work, or you were just still waiting, or nobody came around, or nobody even spoke to you. You were just maybe left there. So at this time you're getting a person, and someone is coming to see you, or you're having somebody in your life. Make sure it's not a cheat, because that's not you're going to end up back again where you are.
Once a cheat, always a cheat.
You don't want to cheat.
That's it.
You understand what I'm saying?
And that even ties in with what was said earlier about understanding that person. I mean, like in terms of if he's been married before, whatever, divorced or widow or whatever, know why that happened, especially if he's coming from a previous relationship. Know why that happened.
You have to be careful when you marry.
Is he cheating? And don't just slap your name. Don't just because you don't want him to just tell you what you want to hear, and later on you find out. Make in a caring, subtle kind of way, you know. I mean, show that you're interested in his past stories, you know.
That's true. Yeah.
So that I can trust you to tell you. But by the time you now hear them stories and knowing that yes, the other women left him because he's been cheating, then you know that's not Mr. Right for you.
Cheating is not what you want. But another thing I have to say pick on is that when you're dating a man, when you're trying to find out his past relationship, if a man tells you, oh, my past or my ex-partner died, that's why he's single, or look into it, please. Look into it very well before you dive into that kind of person. Take it seriously.
Take it seriously. Know the circumstance that surrounds the personal way of his partner. Because if he's a murderer, you don't want to get yourself involved in that.
I've cleaned my ass. I've cleaned my house.
I've done my time and things like that.
Oh no.
No. And even this idea of people that even go and date someone that's coming out of prison. He will tell you everything he wants to hear.
He'll tell you what you want to hear. He needs an accommodation.
Definitely needs accommodation and feeding.
Yeah.
So I mean that's no love.
No.
It's one-sided, because by the time it settles in, then it will turn on to you.
So that's no love. And in this therapy, he hasn't got the therapy.
No.
You don't know what he is, what he's going to get into his head one day.
Exactly.
You don't want to take that risk. If a man said, oh, you know, he went all that, like, oh yeah, try to get to know what really made him single, or is he even a divorcee? Is his wife the wife died? If he says his wife is dead, or two women has died, you know what? That's a red flag.
Women has died in even so, he might be a bad luck himself.
That's a red flag.
That's a red flag. No,
please don't even go for it.
That's Mr. Wrong. I mean,
that's Mr. Wrong. Don't even try and don't try and say, let me see whether I can work. It's never going to work. I would advise you don't even get pregnant with him.
Don't get intimate. Don't get too intimate with him. No. Just run. At the very initial stage, you see them telltale signs, please run. Yeah. Call it a quit.
That's it.
Don't get too much into it. Don't say, but I love him. No, that is no love. That's lust. That's desperation.
That's true. That's true, yeah. And also, I didn't really want to say this, but I will still say it. Sometimes when women at that age, when you're like, maybe sometimes we're going to meet the person at the first time because we're desperate. Yeah, we are desperate. Yeah. Like, at this age, I really meet somebody and I want to go and see him. Oh, he's giving me an appointment. Let me run and go and see what he looks like, where he is, and or sometimes usually when you go and meet online, I will advise you take a friend. If you're going to see him for the first time, go with a friend.
Go with a friend.
Okay, and also try and meet where there is. Like in a restaurant.
Yeah, that's right.
Like make that appointment in a restaurant. Make it in a pub. Make it where there are people. There are people. And also have a witness. Tell somebody that where you're going. You might as well give this one person that address, or two people the address and the name and the phone number of you you're going to meet. Inform a friend. Call a friend. I mean, call a friend.
And don't stay till late with that kind of person, because you're meeting them for the first time.
I know you're desperate this age.
You're desperate, but at the same time, your safety also matters.
Don't make yourself vulnerable.
So it's not like, you now stay together till late in the night. You don't even know if it's a criminal
Even
and
a
stuff
serial
like
killer.
that.
Yeah.
So you have to be careful. Even in your desperation, be
Don't
watchful. Open
yeah,
your
in
eyes.
desperation, please do not make yourself vulnerable.
Don't make yourself vulnerable.
Don't make yourself vulnerable.
That's
Do
right.
not put your life at risk.
At risk, yeah.
So tell somebody, phone a friend. If your friend can come with you, that would be awesome.
That's right.
Otherwise, give someone the details of where you're going, the name and the place of where you're going to meet the person.
Exactly.
Give them the phone number of the person.
That's right.
Give them, all the details of the person.
That's right.
And try and make the appointment in a restaurant, in a pub, in a
broad daylight.
broad daylight.
Broad daylight.
You understand? Make it where people can see all of you. You understand? Never being in any in a quiet corner where no one can see you. Please play, play
yourself
safe.
obvious. Yeah, play safe.
Play safe. Don't use desperation to put yourself in danger as well.
Exactly.
Another thing I will also say is that at that stage, I know how desperate it can be. And yes, everybody wants to like their honey and like this is the man I saw and I want to go and meet or place. I'm talking about sex this time.
Yeah.
Sex is a really wide
thing. So maybe
thing.
Maybe hungry for sex for ages, and now you see this man, you just want to chop him raw straight. Now, please, this is time you have to step back a bit
and think
about it, and ask him to go for a test. That you're going for a test. Book the test appointment. If you really is Mr. Right. If you do everything in the book to make sure you get
and
sick,
get
by
HIV
going for
test
that HIV test, yeah,
because you don't know him.
You don't know him.
First of all, you don't even know this person.
That's the thing. Yeah.
And I know, yes, everybody's like, you can't say no. Let's wait or but you should wait. You understand? Reason being why he's coming from he has a past, and then you two have a past.
Exactly.
And you both have a past.
That's right.
So you're coming from a new or from a past relationship now into somebody new. Try and get an HIV test done.
Yeah, HIV test.
It's not too much.
Keep the first day
to protect your own self.
Keep the first day to kisses and tell him that tomorrow let's go for to sexual health clinic.
Is it?
Check his status and the result. You should both be there to hear the result.
Yeah, and to be honest, it's the man will even look at you in a good way.
That's right. We see us very decent
woman. If you are the one that brought up that idea, let's go and have an HIV test done.
Exactly.
It will see you as a very decent woman.
Exactly.
And it will also know that you don't sleep around. You understand? It gives him confidence in himself, in what kind of woman. It tells the kind of woman you are.
Exactly.
You will see that.
Yeah.
But if first day and you are the one like, hey, let's go to the tell believe me, he will start to move back. He will start to draw back.
Yeah.
You understand me?
I think that's how you do it to every other man.
That's how you sleep around.
Exactly.
So please, that's not right. At the same time, when I'm talking of sex again, if you know if you got that chapter cleared and you know you want to have a baby, like I said, in the children's part, like I said, if you have kids and he wants kids, but at the same time, at this stage, if you want kids, I understand, and he too wants kids, after the HIV test, don't start wasting till like, when after the wedding, after the this, after the that. Man, start trying to see if you can conceive. You understand? Because even if you hasn't got the money to wed, you understand, that year, at least, even if you after having a child, you still can even if you conceive, you still can have your wedding. But ask him, why don't you try and let's start? If you are already, both of you, we are talking of grown,
mature people now.
And there's no much. The time is already tick.
Exactly.
The time is no more time. There are no more on the shelf. So you are not. It's like, this is hot cake. Let's put that aside. Don't let us deceive ourselves. You understand? Because the younger girls are coming. So you don't want them to push you aside and say we are the latest.
Yes, so the competition is very high.
Competition is very high. And the choices are becoming slimmer. And it's slim self, not even becoming slimmer. The choice is already skinny and slim, flat. So now we don't want to start showing off. I mean, it's good to show off, but
within reason. Yeah, keep it
within reason.
Keep your shoulder off within reason. Yeah.
So at this time, if he wants to have a baby, let's discuss it. After having the HIV test done, everything is all clear, everything is in the open, everything is, being transparent,
That's start the
transparent
business.
with each other. Yes, discuss on having a baby. This is the time you can try making sure you can maybe if you can still conceive. If there's still any eggs there, maybe you can still conceive. Try, because at that age of in your 30s, it's not gonna. I'm not. It's very slim that you will get pregnant in in a year or in 2 years. Or if you do, I will say hallelujah. You're very lucky. But it becomes
Sometimes it can be a struggle.
It can be a struggle.
Because
that's why I said.
And the pressure you put on yourself at that time to actually have a baby and all that.
That
when
really
it
makes
comes
it
to
more
that
tough.
age, it
makes it more tough.
It makes sometimes hard for the egg to stay.
Seriously.
Lots of things that women go through when they get into that age. And one point I want to really add, going back to knowing about that person's past, is that sometimes it's good to get the number of that person's friend or relative or whatever to confidently ask about that person's past.
Okay.
Somebody that you don't let him know why you want the number, just make it in a friendly way, so because he might lie to you, he might tell you what you want to hear, but his friends or relative, they would be like close confidants, that they wouldn't even know what you need that information for and everything, and they might freely actually dish you the information about him.
Yeah, that's really a good point. From what you're saying, the other point came up, and that is like when you actually now you seeing this guy that maybe you're going to be an item, and you're really into him, or he's into you. You understand? Because you don't really want to say, let's wait. Ask him that I'd love to know your family.
Oh yeah.
You understand?
Oh, yeah.
Tell him I'd love to know your family, his extended family, his father, his mother, his sisters, his relatives. Tell him you like to know them. He will be happy to know that, like, at least you will know that you're serious about it.
And if it's Mr. Right, he'll be more than happy to do that.
He's Mr. Right, and he has no hidden
agenda, no hidden thing in his closet. So because by the time you know his family, they will freely let you know. Do you know about some of them can even slip it out? Do you know he's already got a wife? Do you know he's already got a child? They will say, because they see that you're a very nice guy. They don't want you to get hurt.
I think that they will also, you will know whether you're welcome.
Exactly. You know if you're welcome.
You know whether if you're welcome.
Exactly. Because if he's playing up and you know his family, you can easily tell anyone that you actually come down with to talk to him, and they can be. So don't let him think, he just owns you and he can do whatever he likes with you. So because once you know his family, you know you got backup from his side as well. You know if you're welcome.
You know you're welcome, and most men as well, if they're in love with you, you understand, they will be happy that you want to get to know their family, and he will also want to know yours, and you trying to make sure try and also let him know, look, I would like you to know my parents. I would like you to know my family. I would like you to know my relative. Welcome him. Let him know you welcome him into your house. I welcome him into your children. If you have a child, welcome. Let him know that okay, I know yes, it's time, but at the same time, welcome him to your house. Let him know your child is his child. If you have children before from a previous relationship, you understand? And if he has a child from a previous relationship, show that child, you welcome that child.
That's right.
And you see that child as like you are a mom to that child. Be a mother figure to that child.
That's
because definitely he will love that. And don't fake it. Really be, even if he's not around, be a mother figure to that child. Try and win that child to yourself. If you can win, if he has kids before, try and win that child. If you win that child's heart, believe me, you already win the man self.
That's right.
You understand me?
That's right. And sometimes you have to watch out. We're talking of you finding Mr. Right in your 30s.
Yeah.
If the man see how it is with your child, if you're a single mother, because if he's trying to avoid having your child there and he's complaining about your child that is not really relating to your child very well, or your child doesn't actually get on with him,
with the child, the man,
for whatsoever reason, you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, take it slowly.
Take it slowly and watch out.
Yeah.
Because 9 out of 10 times, children can actually see things.
Yeah.
You can actually see things because if the person, because we from a religious background and African background, and we actually look at many signs,
Yeah.
And if the spirit of the child doesn't really agree with him, because you are going to live together, watch out.
Okay.
Don't let desperation override that,
Yeah.
because it might be a bigger problem later on.
Yeah. Don't let desperation override your reason. So take it slowly. Take it. Take your time. This is a message is actually for women in their 30s and looking for and
Mr.
trying
Right, yeah.
looking for Mr. Right,
Mr. Right.
and not wasting any more time. You've been lonely enough. You've been left on the shelf. You don't want to be on the shelf. You don't want to just expire there.
That's
You understand?
Yeah.
And you don't want to you sell by day to go away because nobody buys sell by day. I mean, some people can buy it, but it takes time.
It takes time. And one more thing I want to actually add. If you actually have experience of divorce or so men jilting you and all that, don't let that experience be a barrier
Oh yeah, that's true. That's a good
to
one.
allowing the chance for that good man.
That's true.
But sometimes some women actually they take you on the man that comes to them.
Yeah.
And whereas it's not the one that jailed them, and they make life tough for him, And looking at, I think you have not punished him with that man.
That's true.
So that you have to check out that gray area as well, because it's not the one that upset you. Just clarify, like we've said, all this point that was said. Once you clarify all those points, then be open and flow with him. Let the past be in the past. Just learn from it, but don't punish the innocent guy for the crime of the previous ones.
Yeah. Yeah, Ola is right. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Yemi. That's how we have it tonight, guys.
Yes.
And subscribe to our channel. You love what we're doing. Please subscribe to our channel. Leave your comment down below. If you got any other tips as well, you can leave them down below.
Yeah.
Make sure you subscribe.
And women
comment,
take it easy.
Like women
You understand?
take it easy.
I understand.
But then don't set too much high standard,
No.
because time is not really on your side when you're in your 30s. You want to get things done. Don't leave things for too long. And good luck. And you're searching, you're getting Mr. Right.
So good luck and you're searching. I
That's
hope you
right.
get what you want. And
Exactly.
so you please subscribe, comment and share. And thanks for supporting us.
Thank you.
And thanks for watching as well. So from Ola and Yemi, we'll see you in the next video.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.